All right, chat, I don't even have time to finish this intro. I just gotta swap. So we have a podcast in like 15 minutes, but before that, I saw this came out and I wanted to make sure we went over it. Director's Take, Reflections on Overwatch 2 by Aaron Keller, Blizzard, the director of Overwatch 2. Happy Friday, everyone. Overwatch 2 was released nearly 6 months ago. It's hard to believe that we're wrapping up Season 3 and about to jump into Season 4. And we still have a lot of exciting moments ahead. Rather than talk about a specific topic this week like matchmaking, I thought that we could look back over the past 6 months and talk about how we feel the game is doing and what we've learned over that time. For those that have been with us since day one, this may feel like it's covering familiar territory. I appreciate you sticking with me while we recap the last 6 months. Holy 6 months. Speaking of talking, one of the biggest complaints we've heard from players is that we're not doing a good job at communicating about the game. We've been focused on turning this around, and we have put a lot of energy into giving players information about the game, both in terms of what's coming and what we're thinking. They have definitely stepped it up. So I agree with that. We plan to continue this for the foreseeable future. We're talking about the ways to further improve our communication with you. For instance, we'd like to publish roadmaps that extend beyond the next season and give you an idea of what to expect from the game in the longer time frame. Ooh, okay, all right, that's very un-Blizzard-like, so I like that. We hope to talk more about this in our plans for other future releases in April. Another common topic has been the state of support heroes. I'm not ready to start a fight with you, but honestly, supports are kind of overtuned right now. And I understand why it's the case, but it's kind of true. A common and accurate complaint was support heroes felt constantly picked on, which was true. This feedback is something the team has been working on and addressing before launch. To do so, we tackled the problem in a few different angles. Reduce the ability for damage heroes to disrupt the enemy backline and target supports. Give supports additional tools to deal with the threat, and exercise some restraint. Many players were getting accustomed to the switch to 5v5, which is true, which is actually very true. To start, DPS heroes lost their speed passive, and a number of flanking heroes got nerfed. We also added survivability to the support heroes, buffing their role passive, as well as making changes to specific heroes to increase their durability. Changes like Zenyatta's kick and Brake's shield buff are examples of this working well, while many others like Mercy's Guardian Angel changes we believe were overcorrected, something you'll see addressed in Season 4. Oh, so Mercy's probably getting some changes again to probably her movement, it sounds like, because they're saying they overcorrected. Holy, I'm in the camp that you should just remove the changes. I don't like playing against Mercy with the 50% below doubled healing, or like 50% more healing if you're below 50% health. Like, you actually, if you're playing Winston, you can't kill targets if they have a Mercy and their Mercy's on them, which is stupid. Like, you literally can't do it. It's not possible. So I don't like a lot of that kind of stuff. So, and a lot of the Mercy players didn't like the movement change. So, like, why not keep both people happy? Why not? People don't like playing against the new stuff, and the Mercy players don't like the no movement. Seems like a very simple way to fix. The way we went about these changes was to preserve the style of support while addressing the core issues. With what we've learned since launch, we feel like the support role is in a much better place now, and will continue to improve as we add 2 new heroes to their ranks in Seasons 4 and 6. So those who don't know, both Season 4 and Season 6, both of those hero seasons will be supports. So that's good. Next, let's talk collabs. We loved and appreciated your reaction to the excitement for One Punch Man collaboration. For full transparency, we were a little worried about blending another universe, even one as cool as this, into Overwatch. I actually made that prediction. I said that they seemed like they were a little bit more like reserved. A lot of them, people wanted them to go all out and have like some crazy, looking skins and stuff like that. And I understood why people wanted like something more. Like, for example, people said that the Kiriko skin looked like it was just like a copy paste, and it like wasn't that, it wasn't like that good. And I understood where a lot of people said that kind of stuff. I actually don't totally disagree with you, but at the same time, though, they were very worried about if you're someone who 6 months from now comes into Overwatch, you're like, it can't be like Fortnite where you're fighting Goku. Like, you need to know who the character is, like what abilities they have. You know what I mean? So like, I understood what they were doing. When we first announced the collab, we talked about other values, like how we'd like to handle events like these, and players seem to agree with us. The popularity of the event has given us the confidence to do more collaborations, and we're hoping to premiere another large collab later this year. Pog. Let's talk about the competitive system. Players have provided a lot of feedback on the reworked system that launched on Overwatch 2. One of the biggest issues that players brought up is how the experience has been affected by partial rating resets at the beginning of each competitive season. Yes, because they were done shittily. Like, it was only your rank that got reset, not your MMR. So if you were plat and you got reset back to silver, you were still playing in plat games, but you had a silver rating, so you were like, this sucks. It was awful. It was ass. This, along with other matchmaking issues, has caused a lot of confusion in matches. Yeah, no duh, because your rank is cosmetic. Starting with Season 4, we'll be removing the reset, and players should have a much clearer picture of their rating season to season. So instead of getting rid of the shitty part of the reset, which was the back-end MMR, not also resetting with your rank, they just said, F it, we'll get rid of the resets entirely. Most Blizzard thing I've ever seen. Like, Blizzard does this all the time, where like players ask for something, they're like, we want to have seasonal resets a little bit, like how Apex does. Seasonal resets, so you have to keep grinding to play again. So people that are grandfathered in over years, like, let's say you were plat in Overwatch 1 in Season 4, and then you pick up the game again in Season 37. Yeah, you're not plat anymore, bro. You're like probably bronze or silver. But they get to stay plat because they haven't played, and like the game doesn't reset you, so it's stupid. That's what people wanted. And like, just like kind of how hero bans and the hero pools went, they were like, we'll do it the Blizzard way. And then people didn't like it. And they're like, see, you guys didn't like it. And it's like, no, that's just, it pisses me off sometimes. Internally, we're still discussing whether a rating reset should be part of the competitive system. We believe that a reset could make sense in Overwatch 2, but it would have to take a different form. Yeah, I'm telling you, I've already explained how it has to work. If it doesn't work like that, it doesn't make sense. We're currently asking ourselves, what if a partial reset happened at a much greater time interval, perhaps yearly, and coincided with a greater set of changes to the game or to the rank system? The Blizzard way again. Players have also asked us to provide more information to better understand what's happening as they rank, as well as a clearer picture of individual match performance. So basically, players are confused because they have to win 5 games to get a reset. They have no clue where they're at. We've gradually been introducing features. We have more in Season 4, addressing some of these asks. Okay, that's good. Starting with Season 4, players will now see their progress towards a new rating and their win or loss record during that period. Oh, awesome, because I can't tell you how many people come to my chat and they're like, Flats, I won five games and I got a D ranked. What the heck? And it's like, bro, you went 5-13. We're also looking at giving some information with the overall team skill range balance of a particular match. That's pretty cool. So you know like what rank you're playing in. That's pretty good. That they used to have that in Overwatch 1. System we probably shouldn't have lost, but at this point we've decided to not display ratings for individual players by default. I understand this. They don't want like, if you load into a game and you have a GM player with a diamond player, they don't want the diamond player getting hard flamed right off the bat. I understand that. I don't know why it's not shown client side. That makes no sense to me, but last topic, and we all know that they love their client side stuff. Don't forget about streamer mode. Smile. Last topic, and we feel like this is the most important one. We're highly focused on feedback from players who say the game feels unrewarding and doesn't do a great job of recognizing their investment. Addressing this feedback touches almost every aspect of the game. We think that there are a few broad areas that these conversations cover. Players want to feel rewarded for their time playing the game. They'd like to be able to earn items that they want without unreasonable grind to get them. True. Players want the game to recognize their time and skill investment, as well as give ways to show this to others. True, like the old level borders. Players want their performance to be celebrated while they're playing in a match. God, that's such Blizzard writing, but this is basically the old On Fire system. I just don't like the idea of like, you're playing in a game, you should be celebrated. Like, I don't know, it just feels weird to me. We've made changes to the game addressing some of these issues. Events now typically have skins that can be earned, and we've added credits to the battle pass that allow players to purchase nearly all original Overwatch event skins. On top of that, we've substantially increased the amount of XP earned from each match. We're working on rebuilding the On Fire system, told you, in the new engine, as well as making changes to play of the game to show a greater variety of game-making plays. We're also working on a much larger hero and player progression system that we're hopeful will launch later this year. That could be cool. Imagine if you had I don't know, 10,000 eliminations on the tank roll and you got some crazy ultra mythic skin. That'd be fire. This new system replaces the old player level system while expanding on it to offer a bunch of categories for players to level and show off your progress to others. We'll continue to work on this aspect of the game. Besides the moment-to-moment gameplay of Overwatch, this is the largest part of our game feeling good to play. The last 6 months have been really exciting, and we've learned so much from our community. We're looking forward to continuously improving the game. It probably goes without saying, we're eager to share what's coming in Season 4 and beyond, and there's much more to come in 2023. Have a great have a great weekend, and see you in-game. I'm glad that they do these. I'll be honest with you, I haven't been super hot on Overwatch recently. I'm just kind of bored. I know it's the end of season, but there's still 3 weeks left, and I don't know what it is, but games just felt really boring to me recently, so I haven't been going too hard with it. But I'm glad that they're still communicating on stuff, so that's obviously a net positive.